IO since last 1.5 years, and today's session will be based on printer file and will be taken by Mr. Mahendra Kushwa. So now I'll hand over to him. Yeah, you can start.
Hi team, good morning. This side is Mahendra Kushwa, and I have around 9 year experience in AS400 development and support, and I have associated with Proton.io since 4 years. And today our topic is a printer file. Okay, so yeah, let me share my screen. So are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So today our topic is a printer file. Like first, before to start the designing printer file, like what is the need of the printer file? So for the printer file, if we want to generate a report in S400, okay, so we need to have a printer file for that. Okay, and so for printer file, we have two ways. First, we can create a printer file with the help of RLU. Okay, report layout. Okay, and second is we can design the printer file on the OS spec, the output specs. Okay, so like today we will cover the RLU and OS specs. Okay, RLU full form is the report layout, and here like simply we can add a member, and member type should be PRT app, the printer file. Okay, so I'm adding a member. Okay, so here we can save. Okay, this is our printer file. Okay, by using true, okay, it will be open the strsu source into utility. Okay, but for designing a printer file, we need to use the strrlu. So you can use the option 19 here. But here you can see option 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to 15s. Okay, but in the last you can see like three time dots that indicates we have a more option. Okay, so with the help of function key F23, you can see F23 more options. You can see remaining option as well. So now we have 16, 17 for the display file and sub file, and 19 for the change using RLU. Okay, then we have 25, 54, 55s. Okay, so for 19 option, it used to RLU. Here we can use the option 19. Okay, then you can see the F4. Okay, STRRLU. Okay, not STRSU. Then if by default it's the length of the 126. Okay, we can increase the length. Okay, here we can give the length, page width. This is the our uh, screen. Here you can see the different function key. Here we don't have like F16, F17 for the repeat, find, change, something. Okay, here you can see F3 is a common for exit, and F11 it's for define fields. Okay, F16 for the delete the fields. In RLU, like you need to focus on the on the function key, because we have a lot of functionality based on the function key. So we can go through one by one. F3, here you can see the by using F24 for the more key. Okay, okay, F3 for exit, and F4 means for the fields. Okay, and F5 it's due to like refresh. F10 it's for the database fields. If you want to link the or if you want to take the reference from the database field, okay, then we can take the reference by using F10 and F19 and F20 for the left shift and F20 for the right shift, and F11 for the define field, okay, and F6 for the condition display. F9 it's for the retrieve the commands what we write here su commands. F21 if you want to go to the out of the screen, here we can run the any command. Okay, then we will like cover all commands, sorry, all function key. Here I'm adding I5. And here before writing source code or before designing a printer file, we need to declare a record format. As we declare the record format in the display file also, like by using R DSP sub file control, and physical file also we have R the record format name RREC. Then we declare the fields. So in the same way, in the printer file, first we need to declare the record format. For declaring a record format, we can use the DR, define record format. Okay. Here you can see it's RCT001. Okay, this is no need for that. You can clear this one. RCT001, it's like the name of the record format. Okay, it's similar to the like in the display file when we declare the field its name having a FLD001. In the same here we have the record format name will start with RCD001. If you will use again DC, sorry, DR define record format, it's having RCD002. Okay, RCD is a prefix. Okay, that will it's indicate to the record format, and 001 to 002 and like this is the auto-incremented number for the record format number. So with the help of D, we can delete. And how to rename the, like, this is the system generated record format name. But let's suppose you have a 10 record formats. Okay, but we cannot remember the name of the record formats, like by I'm using record RCT001, 2, and 3. But if we have the record format name as per the our naming convention or as per our functionality, let's suppose header, details, detail 1, detail 2, footer, controls, and printing. Okay, so here we can use shift F6, then F10. Here we can rename the record format. Here let's I'm using HDR header. Okay, so now it's rename. Okay, shift F6, then F10. You can see here F10 is equal to rename record. Okay, directly here if you will use the F10, then it will be for the different purpose. Okay, first you need to use the shift F6. Okay, here we can declare the fields, that means constant or data fields as well. Sorry. Okay, this is the my constant value. Okay, for declaring constant value, we can use the DC. That indicate declare constant. Okay, DC created one field in record format HDR. Here we will, okay. Here I'm using some, let's suppose data fields. Okay. We are taking, let's suppose here date. Okay. This will be constant. Then we can use the F11 for the define field. Can use F11. When we press F11, then we will see the this screen. Here FLD001. This is the field name. It's come by default. Okay. We can rename. For the our naming convention, we have P1 that indicate is the printer file field's name. For the date, let's put P1 date. Okay. This is the length of the data. Okay. How much length we want to keep for the fields. Let's put date. We want to the 8. Okay. And the second is the when we press page down data types. We have a few data types. Character. We use here 1 as a character. 2 is a numeric or John. 3 is a floating point. That means 1, 2, 3 dot something. If you want to date, then we can use 6, 7 for time or 8 for timestamp. Okay. So now let's suppose I'm taking option 2. Okay. It's a numeric field. Okay. Now it's a 80. If we want to space between the date constant tag and the date value. Okay. So for that, okay, you have to shift the value. So we have the function key. Okay. F13. This is used for mark and unmark. That means for select or unselect, we can say. Let's suppose I want to move this one. Shift F1. This is the mark. Okay. F14 says copy mark data. If I will here, let's suppose F14, so it will copy the data. Okay. It's the highlighting the whole lines because we declare we mark this field and we copy this field. Okay. So now we cannot have a same field name inside the one record format. Okay. This is the restriction. Okay. You cannot have a duplicate fields inside the physical file or display file or the printer file as well into the one record format. Okay. So because I have copy, so if I will use here F4, okay, so it will show the this is the my constant value programmers.io that desk. Okay. You can use here 5 for more. And this is the two fields. Okay. Both are the same name. If I will P2, then it will remove the highlighted. Okay. Let's suppose I want to delete this one. Okay. So here you can mark. Then we have a function key shift F6 for the delete. Sorry, shift F4, F16. Now it's deleted. Okay. Or you can delete it directly without marking. Okay. Now I want to move this one. So shift F1 mark and I want to only one space. So you can shift F3 for the move. Okay. Want to copy shift F1 then shift F2. You want to delete directly, you can use shift F4. It's deleted. Okay. If you want to see how many constant or how many fields we declare on this line, F4 it indicate to the fields. Then you can use F4. It will show how many fields it declare. Okay. Now I want to declare something more. Okay. So here because I use the DC. Okay. Sorry, DR for the define record format. Okay. So in case of define record format, we have only one lines. Okay. In this line, I cannot use any like here we want some heading. Let's suppose employee number, employee name, employee department. Now I'm trying to use a DC, define constant. Okay, command valid on report line only. Okay, this line you can see a dot. That's indicate this is not a RLU lines. Okay, for that you have to use command CLC, change line control. Okay, now you can see the plus sign. If I will use DC, now this will work. Okay, if you want to add more lines, then you can use I. Okay, then you have to use CLC. CLC. Okay, now plus and plus. If you will use I here, okay, this will add one line, but this line should always as a plus. Okay, if we are adding a line before ending the line, it will be add as RLU lines. If you will add the line in the end of the line, then it will add as a default line. So this line we cannot use RLU command. Okay, for that you have to change the line type with the help of command CLC. Okay. Here like we have three fields. Okay, but we have the length, it's around 120. Okay, so if you do F4, here we have some employee number 20, 11, 13, 13 lengths. Okay, if you want to space, okay, if you want to equal space between them, then we can use SP. Okay, you can see space, then field, then space, then field, the space, then field. Okay, this will be the equal space. Okay, if we have some field here, DC, define constant. Okay, now I want to move this field into the center. So no need to, count the space before and after, just use the command as a CF center field. Okay, so it will move into the center. Okay, if we want to delete, just we can use shift F4. Okay, if we want to use a keyword, let's suppose this is the date field. If we want to the separator of the date, then we can use the F23. Here we have edit code. Here you can use 2 or 4. Okay, option 2, edit code specify. Here you can use, let's put Y. Now it's using a separator. Okay, so I'm deleting this one. Okay, the center. Here I'm declaring a field. define constant. Okay. Now we can DRR, it indicate to define record formats in a group. So it will find the record format with few lines. Okay. This is a record format name is RCT003. Okay. We can rename shift F6, F10. Okay. Here, okay, we can declare the field by using F11 or by with the help of F10 we can link the fields. Okay. Add field library. Okay, here field employee ID, employee name, employee department. Okay. One for employee ID. Define field. So first time we will like we can declare a field as a manual. Okay. F11 one EMP ID 2 the John. Okay. F11 P1 EMP name. Length 10. Its character. Okay. So here like we don't have any footer, just we have header and details. DTL. With the help of 14 we can compile. It's created. Output mode. Okay. For printer file we use always output mode. Okay. Here printer. End of file. We'll start the reading the file from here, then writing. Okay, so in the starting lines, we need to write the header. Okay, like creating a report, first we need to write a header. So just we can use write header. Okay, then read the file. Then we need to move the value p1 emp id equal to emp id. Right, detail is a okay, here like we have started write the header, then we will read the file. If my file having data, then it will assign the value into the printer files field, then write the details. It will write a record in the detail. Then we read again till end of file. Okay, this is the termination of the program. EMP ID, EMP name, EMP department. Okay, here we don't have any spool file. Okay, for this program, it's printing. It's printed the spool files. You can see here. Now this one. Employee ID, whatever we have, 1134579, and this is the name of the employee. Okay, because we have taken the length of the 10, we will okay maybe file having the length uh, greater than 10. That's why it's okay. Truncated the names here departments. So like this is the spool file. Okay, when we print the record in the printer file, then it will generate the spool file. Okay, so we can copy this spool file into the IFS in format of PDF as well. Okay, so you can copy this one, job name, user, and job number. Okay, and spool file number. Okay, then you call QCMD. This is the command. Copy spool file is the command. Spool file name to STMF. Okay, in the stream file, there's a job name, user number, spool file number in the last. Okay, in the bottom we have the stream file home test dot. We can give. test one, or let's put PRT01 PDF. This is the command what we are running. Okay, spool file copy to home PRT01 PDF. If you will see work link, here you can see this one. Okay, in this, like, we can see in PDF. Okay, if I will open this as a PDF, I'm opening a PDF in a different software.
Your screen is not visible.
Yeah, but yeah, 1 second. Actually, I'm opening a different software. That's why.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not able to open the file. Okay, maybe some software issue in WinSCP. Okay, so we will like see the printer file on PDF in the next session. Okay.
Okay. Uh,
So for
so,
today,
sir,
like, yeah, yeah, so good.
yeah, we have one question from one of our freshers.
Yeah,
Shall I ask it?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, she has asked that, when do we use the overflow indicators, and is it always necessary to use them while creating printer file?
No, no. It's not like necessary to use while creating a printer file. We can use the overflow indicator inside the here. Okay. So, are you able to see my screen?
No.
Okay, let me share again.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Yes.
okay. So, overflow indicator also like we will cover into the next section because as of now we don't have too much data in this file. Okay. Overflow indicator we can use here in the keyword session. Okay. OFLIND. Like here we can give the some indicator number. Okay. OFLIND. So here we can use the overflow indicators. Okay. And like what are the use of that? So overflow indicator it's indicate to the end of the page. Let's suppose we have the page size as a 50. When once we reach on the 50th lines, okay, then it will turn on this indicator. So we can identify we have completed the one page, then we need to move to the second page. In that case, like we want to print the header as well on the second page. Then we want to start the writing details or records. So we can handle the condition, okay, by using overflow indicators. So no need to associate the indicator while creating the printer file. We can use any numbers, okay, like 91, 92, any numbers with the OFLI indicators. So now is it clear?
Okay, sir. Thank you. So yeah, I had only one question. So yeah, thank you for the session. I think we can end the session now.
Okay. Thank you
Yeah.
guys for joining.